Alright, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video, and before I jump into the video, I want to start it off by saying RIP to this young lady, and I also want to send my condolences out to her entire family about the situation that took place. Man, this is very, very tragic, sickening, and man, all of the above. So basically, from the title, if I'm able to put it in the title, if I wasn't able to, I'm going to give y'all a brief summary of what's going on. So basically, it's a 16-year-old young lady that life was taken by a police officer. Now, it's alleged for right now, but we know, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, they put it to rest and everything like that. Then they got a call basically just saying that it was a situation where they found out who it was. They ended up taking his work truck and his personal truck as well. I guess they finna run it for evidence and stuff like that. But it's a sad situation that the people who are supposed to govern people, the people who are supposed to protect and serve are out here doing what they're doing. It's just sad and sickening. And being a man, why would you want to do this with a child anyway? It don't make no sense. Well, you're not a man if you're doing stuff like that, but you know what I mean. Being a male, whatever the case may be, somebody who's supposed to be a man, you should be moving like this at all. It's just sad how you can get aroused or attracted to a child. It's just weird. It's just something I never get, But he's facing multiple charges, and what they did find out about this situation, on top of all of that, well, not on top of it, but it coexists. They found that he was actually harassing someone. He was going to this girl's house that he knew from a while back. I read about this right here. I didn't actually see the video, but I did download the video, so it's gonna be in this video as well. But yeah, man, he ultimately ended up trying to break into her home or something like that, and man, it's just a sad, sick situation, man. They need to be investigated immediately when they get complaints and stuff like that. Stop letting these people slide. They are humans as well. Just because they with the force and stuff like that don't mean that they above anything or any laws or anything like that. You feel me? And I feel like that they need to be mentally evaluated consistently, because they are the people who are going out here that's supposed to be presiding over people, the people who are supposed to be governing certain things, and the people who are supposed to dictate who goes to jail, and just different things like that. They got too much authority to not be getting mentally evaluated consistently. That's just how I feel about that. But hey, we're gonna go ahead and get into this video. I'm not gonna do my intro. When it comes to these serious topics like that, I'm gonna start leaving it out. But to all my supporters that's rocking with me, man, make sure y'all hitting that like button for me, because I'm dropping consistent content. And let me say RIP to this young lady one more time. RIP to her, and I want to send my condolences out. To be that young, just imagine what she's going through mentally while he's doing whatever he's doing to her. They found her with no clothes on. That's sad, man. That's pitiful. There's so many other women out here that you can go deal with. Why you want to take some, If it ain't mutual, I don't want it no way. I don't see how another man won't feel that way. You belittling yourself by actually wanting to take something from someone, it's just pitiful. Let's get into it though.
Tonight of a disturbing murder mystery. A former police officer's cruiser and personal truck towed away after he was charged in connection with a teenager. We now know 16-year-old Susana Morales' body was... Investigators found her last week, 6 months after her disappearance.
She was found in Decula, more than 20 miles east from where she was last seen alive in Norcross. This map shows you just how far away that was. Atlanta News First has been on this story from the very beginning, and tonight we're learning more about the man charged in connection to her death, that former police officer Miles Bryant.
Atlanta News First Patrick Quinn has been digging into this investigation surrounding the former police officer all day long. Patrick, what have you learned?
Well, first we learned tonight that Miles Bryant, the 22-year-old, he remains in Gwinnett County Jail tonight. I just checked the jail records, and today he was denied bond by a Gwinnett County judge, and he currently is being charged with withholding the death of another, and the judge said he denied that bond because Bryant remains a risk, a threat to the public. And we have been digging into court documents today and acquired by Atlanta News First. We learned that detectives suspected Bryant of and rape. Seeking an arrest warrant, they said, quote, the accused lives in close proximity to the victim and dumped her body into the woods. Now, he made his first appearance in court today, and it's important to note that Bryant has not been charged with murder or the death of Susana Morales. Not up to this point. Neighbors tonight shared with us these pictures of his Doraville police cruiser being towed away. One neighbor said they watched as investigators pulled a sheet out of his personal truck.
The only thing I seen them do was go through his personal truck, and it was the back of it, and they took a sheet out of the car and put it in the crime scene bag.
And that investigation very much ongoing. And neighbors tonight, they said they recognized where he parked every single night, same spot of their parking lot. And they said, yes, what's really hard about learning about all these allegations and the current charges today is, yes, the proximity, where how close they live to where he lived, but also the fact that he was a law enforcement officer, someone who was meant to protect and serve, and now potentially could be linked with doing just the opposite.
And you know, another thing that's crazy about this situation is that they're saying that basically he's gonna have to go through the whole process of going through trial and all the other type of stuff. But being that he is an officer, being that he knows people, you never know what strings he can pull behind the scenes. You never know who really likes him and who can, you know, mess with paperwork and do certain things. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't trust it when it comes to this. I feel like other people somewhere else need to be over these cases. Somebody who won't just have a bias because they possibly know this person. That's the messed up part about this, in my opinion. You know, it's kind of hard to beat a situation when the people that you're going against are all in cahoots. You feel what I'm saying? And then they go to get a blanket and all the other type of stuff, man. When you in law enforcement, you know certain things and what to do in certain situations to get away from certain charges. Now, I don't know if he was smart enough to go ahead and do certain things, but, you know, it's a good possibility that he knew what to do to cover his tracks. You feel me? Let's get back into it, though.
Tonight in Norcross, Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News
Horny
First.
ass dude, he tripping.
Concealing the death of another and reporting a more false crime.
22-year-old Miles Bryant started the day as an officer.
He looked like he do shit like this.
Now he's behind bars, off the job, and linked to the disappearance of a dead teen. Susana Morales' family got a call from investigators hours after laying her to rest Monday.
I was shocked. I had to process it for a second. I was just like, what? I explained why it took so long for us to have an answer. It's a police officer. I'm guessing they know how to cover their tracks.
It's been a week since Susanna's remains were found in the woods, and just over 6 months since the 16-year-old vanished in late July while walking home. There are still many questions to be answered, including what happened to Susanna.
Damn, she was walking home.
Death has still not been determined. That'll be determined by the Gwinnett County Medical Examiner's Office.
And how and if she knew Miles Bryant.
At this time, there is no relationship believed to be between Mr. Miles and Susanna.
Are you looking for other people?
At this time, we're still exploring all avenues, and any additional information, we urge our citizens and our public to please contact our detectives.
She is Hispanic, and I'm telling you, she taking this personal. Now, I ain't trying to be, you know, I ain't got to explain all that because y'all already know we adults here. And I'm not being away or nothing when I say what I just said, because I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes, you know, when you come across situations like this, it's more easier for you to take it a little bit more personal because it could have been your child, your daughter. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I mean when I say what I say. But he is a sick individual, bro. To do what he did, like, she was walking home, and there's something that a lot of people got to stop allowing to happen. And I'm not trying to victim shame anybody in this family, anything like that. I'm just saying for other people to take heed to this type of situation. Don't let these kids walk no damn where. Watch them as much as you can. I know we can't be there every way possible, but, you know, for the most part, man, watch as much as you can. You want to make sure that you are doing what you need to do to make sure that these children are able to live another day. Walking home these days, man, ain't good at all. That's just how I feel about it, and I just gotta say that to my people, you know. Not victim shaming or victim blaming her or anything like that. She's a child, you feel me? So, but it's just a sad situation, man. He could have took her home or called someone or did whatever he needed to do to make sure everything was okay. But I'm pretty sure she was scared just having an interaction with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had to comply, basically. People, man, I be seeing how kids be so scared of these police officers these days. It's sad, bro. It should never be like this. They should be looking at the officers as heroes, but they don't do that no more because of these type of situations, man. This shit's sad. Let's get back into it.
Now it's something more than Susanna's family has had in months.
Now we know. We know something. We're just hoping everything's going to come into light soon. We'll finally have the closure and justice that she deserves.
A Gwinnett County woman says that the man in jail for the death of a 16-year-old girl spent most of the last year stalking her. Channel 2 Action News obtained this exclusive video that the woman says shows Miles Bryant, a former Doraville police officer,
look at this fool
messing with her doorknob. Channel 2 Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Matt Johnson live at the jail tonight. Matt, police say they are now reopening her case.
That's right. When police arrested Miles Bryant and brought him here to the jail, that woman says she was horrified but not surprised because she says she already told police he was capable of violence. Now police are taking another look at her case.
They should have took it serious.
And scary.
Alicia Bates says she's known Miles Bryant for most of her life, but last year she feared he could hurt her, even before he was arrested in connection with the death of 16-year-old Susana Morales.
I knew he was capable of it. When the officers asked me why he was trying to break into my apartment, I told them that I was scared that he was trying to rape me.
This screen grab of a man in military fatigues from October shows the first time Bates says a neighbor's camera recorded him at her door. She says 2 other videos from December show him back there again, covering his face and pulling on the door handle, then again knocking. This happened nearly 5 months after Gwinnett police say Bryant dumped the naked body of Morales in July.
I've been having nightmares. I literally wake up sweating and screaming.
Bates says Bryant was a childhood friend who reached out last March to reconnect, but then wouldn't leave her alone.
He's like, oh, I'm in the neighborhood, I'll pull up. I said, no, I'll let you know if you can ever pull up.
On March 19th, she says someone kicked in her door and she stopped talking to him because things got suspicious. In December, she says she hid in her home with a gun when the now former Dorville police officer came to her door 2 more times unannounced.
I'd have a better advantage if I had a firearm at a distance and up close, since he's probably familiar with combat.
Miles Bryant is listed as the suspect in this case in a December 11th police report for suspicious activity. Morales was already believed to be dead by the time these incidents happened, but Bates wishes more could have been done to save her life.
I wish Susanna was still here.
Facts. That's sad, bro.
Now, her case was never sent to a detective for a follow-up, and Gwinnett police are looking into why that didn't happen. She also says she reported to his bosses at Dorville Police his behavior, and they told him to stop going to her apartment, but it's unclear what other discipline he faced while a member of the police department. Live in Gwinnett County, Matt Johnson, Channel 2 Action News.
He should have been fired and prosecuted immediately. I don't take them type of gestures or them type of actions for light at all, because you can see what could possibly happen. As you can see, Susanna lost her life due to this weirdo, which is sad, bro. It's just pitiful. Yeah, but one thing that I do want to say that is women need to get more into combat, like she was just talking about. He's into combat, man. Start going to some type of training, do your at-home training, get you a firearm, go to the gun range. I'm gonna start taking my family to the gun range a little bit more. You got to be more alert. You hear noises around the house, you got to be alert. You got to be a problem solver in these situations when the man is not around you, And I know Susanna was a child, so I'm not speaking about her. I'm talking about the lady at the end. Make sure you keep your firearm with you. I'm talking about everybody now. Make sure you keep a firearm with you. Just do what you need to do, man, to make sure that you're okay. But that's all I got to say about the whole situation. RP to her one more time, and I want to send my condolences out to the family. Y'all be safe out there. Watch your back, and don't let nobody know where you stay unless you really just rock with them and know them. And shit, that's all I got to say. If y'all made it to the end of this video, I do appreciate y'all, and I will holler at y'all later on another video. All right.